I want you to imagine, Boneyard, that you're a king, a sovereign king, benevolent. You're nice, you're kind to your subjects. And you've reigned for many, many years. But on a certain day you awake and you hear within the camp there's a rebellion. You hear that people are uprising and they want to break free from your rule and your tyranny. You're wondering, what? I've been kind, I've given food, I've been loving, I've been patient with these people. And you find out that the rebels have been captured. As you walk out your door and you see the rebels, how would you react? As the rebels are chained up within your courtyard, they're finally been captured. They're finally been broken, and they see that the king is in their presence. As the guard kicks their knees and they fall before you, what would you do as the king? Would you turn to the executioners and say, haven't I been kind? Haven't I been patient and long-suffering with these rebels? Take off their heads so other ones can learn. They've offended me. They've attacked my villages. They've attacked my family. They've dragged my name through the mud. They've hated me for no reason. They've cast out my bonds and they walked away from my protection. What would you do as that king? Now imagine yourself as the rebel, as your knees are buckled under the presence of the mighty king, the king that you despise, the king that you hate. For what reason? Well, the reason is because that king is good and holy. Because that king is righteous. And that king is everything you're not. As you, a rebel, with a change on your fist, and you look up at that king, and you hate him and despise him. And the king looks at you and says, let's punish him. Give him lashes, or even kill him. As the executioners get ready, you're the rebel and on your knees in front of this king. Hey, there has to be recompense. There has to be even Stevens before this king. There has to be payment for the rebellion against this king. But notice something as you're the rebellious rebel on your knees, that the king disrobes himself. He takes off his royal garments. He even removes his crown. He comes down to where you are. He rises your head and your face and looks you in the eye. He pulls the latch of the chains, and your irons fall from your wrists. He takes your place. He moves you to the side, and he takes your whippings. He takes your beatings. He takes everything that was intended for you. And that rebel looks on as his king takes his punishment and his place. What will change in the heart of that rebel? What will cause him to say, wait a minute, why are you doing this? Will the rebel see that the king truly loves the rebel? Will the rebel understand at what extent he cares about the rebel? Will the rebel's mind be blown and actually see love in action with each stripe from the executioner or each blow from the whip, taking the stripes across his back that were meant for the rebel? What will the rebel do? Will he be changed? Will he say, well, I'm free? Will he look at the king and run away and say, I'm free? There's been recompense. There's been a payment for the wickedness I've done against the king, and I'm free. Or will the rebel be broken by the sacrifice of the king? As the king rises up, taking the execution or taking the punishment and the place of the rebel. If you're like me, you're that rebel who saw, who read, and who believes that the king took his place at the whipping post, that the king took his place at the execution, that the king took his place at the recompense, the place where everything is even. If you're like me, that rebel, you'll be broken by grace. You'll be moved, and you see love in action. You understand that Christ took the rebel's place, that Jesus died in the place of sinners, and on the third day rose again. He looked at his friends and said, I told you so, that I'm the Christ. I am God. Your sins are forgiven, that you're forgiven of your envy, you're forgiven of your lust, you're forgiven of your abortion, you're forgiven of your unfaithfulness, You're forgiven of your homosexuality. You're forgiven of your heterosexuality, unbridled outside of the marriage bed. You're forgiven of your drug addiction. You're forgiven of your alcoholism. You're forgiven of selling your body and turning tricks. You're forgiven of the sin in your heart, the stains in your soul. You are forgiven.